Hello friends, welcome back to Bunny's Bites. Today we will be making an eggless fruitcake. I will also make sure to tell you guys tips on how to make this recipe vegan. This cake is the perfect New Year's recipe. It's easy, effortless, and all of your friends and families will definitely enjoy it. This is the last recipe for 2022. But don't worry, I'll be back next year. To start with, soak 200 grams of mixed dry fruits in 3 tablespoons of orange juice overnight or for at least an hour. Let's start by adding in the wet ingredients. 1 cup of milk, a 1/4 cup of butter or oil of your choice, 1 cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed to substitute for 2 medium eggs, the zest of 2 large oranges, and 2 tablespoons of orange juice. Now whisk all the wet ingredients together. You can use any kind of milk, like almond milk, soya milk, or oat milk to make this recipe vegan. I've used 5 tablespoons of orange juice in total. Freshly squeezed orange juice gives a much more sweeter orange flavor. If this is your first time on my channel, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Bunny's Bites and write any feedback in the comments below. Also check out my Instagram at Bunny's Bites blog for more updates about my channel. Before we start the recipe, make sure to preheat your oven to gas mark 5 or 190 degrees Celsius. Then we can start by adding in the dry ingredients. Add 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves, or any spice combination of your choice. The spices are a nice addition as they complement the orange and give the cake a warm, spicy flavor, perfect for the winter month. Mix these slightly and don't overmix it. After that, add the mixed fruits from earlier. They should have swollen slightly and absorbed the orange juice. Fun fact, fruitcake was first made by the ancient Egyptians. After mixing the dry fruit until they're spread evenly across the batter, add in 1/2 cup of chopped almonds, and 1/2 cup of chopped cashews. In my opinion, they give the cake a nice texture. Also add 1/2 cup of ground almonds and mix well. The reason I only added a bit of butter earlier was because the nuts are already quite buttery. Fun fact, fruitcake was first made by the ancient Egyptians. I am now going to add one of the most essential ingredients for baking a cake, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I always add this in all of my cakes and I can't imagine a cake without it. To add in the remaining dry ingredients, I'm going to sieve them over the bowl to avoid any lumps in the cake mixture. Into the sieve, add 1 cup of all-purpose flour, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, and a pinch of salt to balance the flavors in the cake. Personally, I think watching the flour as it comes out of the sieve is satisfying to watch. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Mix the flour well until you can't see it anymore, and then pour the batter into a cake tin that you should have already greased, dusted, and lined with baking paper. Put this in the oven for 90 minutes. Since the cake is so rich, it does take slightly longer to bake. To check whether it's cooked or not, you can dip a knife or toothpick into the cake, and if it's clean when you pull it out, that means the cake has fully baked. Since it's almost the new year, can you believe it's going to be 2023 soon? I've decided to add a small design with the icing on top of my cake. For the design, I've decided to use some plain white fondant icing for the background. And on top of that, I've made some colorful stars out of icing. But wait, there's one more thing we need to complete the star-themed fruitcake. A star-themed candle! Happy New Year, guys, and I hope to see you next year.